In this tutorial, we will go over the basics of using the GenePattern Uploads tab and the ways it can help to facilitate the use of data, large and small, in GenePattern. GenePattern 3.3.2 introduced the Uploads tab, which allowed users to upload data files over 2 GB to a GenePattern server. In GenePattern 3.3.3, improvements were made to the Uploads tab, allowing users to add subdirectories within the tab, send directories to module inputs, and view all uploaded files. You'll find the Uploads tab on the right side of the GenePattern server homepage, next to the Recent Jobs tab. Click on the tab to bring it forward. To begin, we'll need to upload some files. First, we'll click on the drop-down menu arrow. This gives us a menu pop-up that allows us to either upload files directly into the top-level folder by clicking Upload Files, or we can enter a new name and create a subdirectory. Now that our subdirectory is created, we can add files to it. Click the down arrow next to the new subdirectory to add files. Note that there is now a menu option to delete, in case we no longer want that subdirectory. To begin uploading files, click Upload Files. This opens a Java applet window from which you can select files from local or networked drives for upload to your new subdirectory on the GenePattern server. Note that because the uploader runs on your local machine, you may need to grant it access in order for it to run. Now that the uploader is ready, we can choose our files to upload. To do so, we can either browse to the files using the green Add button, or we can drag and drop files from our local machine's file browser. Note that on a Mac, this feature currently only works from Safari. Once we've selected our files, click Upload. Note that because the upload is happening in a window separate from GenePattern, we can continue to work in GenePattern or any other application, and the upload will continue without interruption from those actions. The uploader also gives an estimate of how long the upload will take, depending on size of files, bandwidth, etc. While it is perfectly fine to change the focus away from the uploader while it progresses, it must stay open. If you close the window, the upload will terminate. Once the files have finished uploading, you can remove single or multiple files from the list by highlighting them and clicking Remove. If any files had failed during upload, you could retry those failed uploads by clicking the Retry button. Do note that once the files have finished uploading, as the note at the top of the uploader says, you must refresh the GenePattern page so that the files will be displayed in the Uploads tab. To do this, you can either click on the word Refreshed in the uploader or from the browser itself. Now that the files have been uploaded to the server, they can be used in GenePattern just as output files can be used in GenePattern. This means that you can click on the arrow next to the file name to get a list of all modules that accept that file type as input. You also have the option in that menu to save that file, useful if you are accessing the server from a different machine, or delete that file. You can also open a module and send the uploaded file to the input parameter from the drop-down menu, or select Specify URL for the module input parameter and drag and drop the file URL into the input parameter, as you can with outputs in the Recent Jobs tab. You can use this same technique to drag a whole directory in as input to a module which accepts a directory as input. Note that this feature is not available in Internet Explorer. We hope that this tutorial has given you a good sense for how you can begin to use the Uploads tab in GenePattern. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to visit genepattern.org or contact us at gp-help@broadinstitute.org.